Good evening and welcome to the Newman City Council regular meeting, July 14th, 2026. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the invocation. Again.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, please look over our employees, our volunteers, and our citizens. Amen.
Roll call.
Councilmember Pimentel. Mayor Pro Tem Ball.
Here.
Councilmember Tomlinson.
Here.
Councilmember Harden. Here. Mayor Graham.
Here. All right, any declarations of conflict of interest tonight? None? All right. From closed session, direction was given. Items from the public, non-agenda items. Anybody from the public wishing to speak, go ahead and step up. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Evan Galvin here on behalf of Assemblymember Juan Alanis. Just to give a brief update, our bill AB 2085, the Consumer Protection and Point of Sales Pricing Bill, was signed into law by the governor. This bill requires that commercial weighing and measuring devices be positioned so both parties in transaction can clearly see the results. We have an additional 5 bills awaiting to move through the legislative process, and we're currently in summer recess until August 3rd. So if you guys have any questions or need assistance, happy to help.
Thank you. We appreciate you being here for the update. Not seeing anybody else. We'll move on to the consent calendar. A, waive all readings of ordinance and resolution except by title. B, approval of warrants. C, approval of minutes of the June 23rd, 2026 meeting. D, adopt resolution 2026, next number, resolution approving the joint powers agreement for Stanislaus Special Investigations Unit participation and authorizing the city manager or his designee to execute the agreement.
Move we adopt the consent calendar.
Second.
We got first and second. Go and vote electronically. Passes 4 with 1 absent. Public hearings are none tonight. Regular business. A, authorize the city manager to execute an employment agreement with Raymond Framstad for the position of police chief. Michael?
Thank you, Mayor, members of the council. After the retirement of Chief Randy Richardson, we went out and did a recruitment for a new police chief. We found Mr. Raymond Framstad. Mr. Framstad is a lieutenant in the Merced County Sheriff's Department. He's got over 20 years of experience there. We found him to be very knowledgeable and experienced and qualified to be the next chief for the city of Newman. We had an outside panel come in and do the interviews, and they were thoroughly impressed with his qualifications. So what we have is we have an employment agreement. We have employment agreements with all our department heads now. And this is for a position of police chief, which is a department head, which is actually appointed by the city manager, but the city council has to approve the contract under state law. The proposed agreement would start Mr. Framstad at step D, which is one below the top. His monthly salary would be $14,488. He'd be eligible to advance to the last step, which is step E, after a 12-month period if he successfully passes review. At that point in time, in July 1, all department heads are scheduled for a 3% COLA next year. He'd be eligible for that. He'd also be eligible for all the other entitlements and benefits granted to department heads and matching of their salary for their health care benefits, their administrative leave, and the like, and the deferred comp on there as well. Because he's coming in with 20 years experience, we actually are going to go ahead and start him at 4 weeks of vacation per year, which is pretty consistent for someone who has that much experience already. Because he is an at-will employee, there's a severance agreement that's put into his contract as well, which is equal to 4 months of pay on there. So that would be his salary and benefits. So it is our staff's recommendation that you approve this employment agreement with Raymond Framstad, allow the city manager to execute said agreement, and with your approval, we will have a swearing-in ceremony for him at your next meeting, July 28th. His official start date would be July 27th, which is a Monday.
Okay. I move to approve item 10A, authorize the city manager to execute an employment agreement with Raymond Fromstead for the position of police chief.
I'll second.
Second, going electronically. Motion carries four with one absent. Very excited to see Framstead come here. He seems like a very nice guy and a lot of experience, so that's a good one. All right. Items from the city manager and staff. Michael?
Thank you, Mayor. Today was the first day in the Tuesday review that we are going to be advertising for the Veteran Circle brick sale. And it will also run tomorrow. So it's going to be running pretty consistently in rotating back and forth between the Tuesday review, which is a free one that goes out to everybody, and the West Side Index for the next 6 to 8 weeks. And I think it runs till like October 18th or so, right before the end of that. So starting to get some names that are starting to trickle in on that. So very excited about that project. And talking with our public works director and our city engineer, we believe at the end of this month, first week of August, we'll be out to bid for that project. Looking at probably awarding that bid, probably the first meeting in September, hopefully breaking ground in October, and to be substantially complete, as we talked about, for the Christmas tree lighting so that we can have the new Christmas tree out there. So, and then Mike just wanted me to let you know that it's election season, his favorite time of the year. So with that, Mayor, I can answer any questions you guys may have.
I know you've been having it at the Friday markets for the brick sales, right?
We already did those two. We have a movie night this week. We'll be out at movie night. We're taking flyers out to, it's on our website. It's on social media. We're taking flyers to the VFW, and we're also taking them out to the National Cemetery. And we're going to ask them to have flyers out there as well. So we got newspaper, we got social media. We're going to the VFW, and then we're also going out to the National Cemetery. So we're trying to hit as many people as possible. And then we're also sending it to the Veteran Services that comes here twice a month. We'll be sending that out to them as well.
I was thinking maybe the fall festival if we still have any left.
That's the plan. The plan is we're taking most of them up to the 25th, I believe, is what we talked about, of August. But we will, if we still have some available, we will sell them at the fall festival. It'd kind of be the final push. That's the plan.
Thank you, Michael. Ally?
Good evening, Mayor, council members. Not too much to report on recreation, just gearing up for soccer season. This upcoming soccer season will start mid-August. And then just to remind you, like Michael said, movie night is this upcoming Saturday. We will be out there probably around 6 p.m. starting with all the kids' activities for anybody that's interested in participating, has families, knows people around town or outside of town. Invite them over to come to our movie night. Our sponsors is Public Works and Ancient Organics, this upcoming movie viewing. With that, I can answer any questions that y'all may have.
Being sprayed for skeeters beforehand?
I did. I actually communicated with Sherlock Mosquito Abatement today, confirming they will be out there prior to the movie.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Interim Chief Short?
Thank you, Mayor, council members. Nothing to report on behalf of the police department tonight. Looking forward for the new chief to start on the 27th and retirement shortly after. Thank you.
Okay, congratulations on that.
We're right at the beginning of our audit season, so the treasurer's reports are customarily suspended until we get the audit done, which will be probably sometime in September. We'll have those out. But that's it. If you have any questions, I'll answer them for you.
Thank you, Lou.
Good evening. And just to expand on what Michael, if anybody has questions or want to see a larger brick form and pictures of like what it's going to look like, we will be out at the movie night in the prep time beforehand. So if anyone wants to stop by, take a closer look, ask any questions, we'll available for that. And then as always, just give us a call here and we can answer questions, help people walk through the form. There's both paper and online forms for those bricks. And then out at News, we're just staying on top of our landscaping and weed removal and meeting the requirements for the grant, and in the process of working on the final report. And we're probably going to do a summer sampling event to capture some analysis on the ag tailwater that's coming through the system, where it's primarily designed for the stormwater collection and treatment during the winter months, but during the off season, the dry season, when the farmers are sending water down, we are capturing that too. And I can answer any questions. Thank you.
Chief Bowen?
Good evening, Mayor, Council, not too much. Just want to let you guys know we'll be participating in a live fire training in Patterson next week. So they got about 3 days scheduled, so we'll be out there for all those. So if you see smoke to the north of us, that's us playing. And I can answer any other questions you might have.
Keith, I know you were doing like a SCBA assessment or something to that nature you had mentioned in our last meeting. Did that get completed?
I don't recall what I will get back to you.
Okay. All right.
I'll double check on what I was mentioning and I'll get back to you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Officer Short, for stepping up and serving as interim chief, and congratulations on your upcoming retirement. So appreciate all your work.
Okay. No? All right. Thank you, everybody. With that, I'll ask for adjournment.
Move we adjourn.